Good evening, everybody. We are here with the Winston Cup replay series tonight. We got 87s at Michigan, Legacy Michigan, actually. Drivers just finishing up qualifying so far. This is the last round of the series, round 14. We've got a pretty decent little points battle here. It's going to take everything from Dennis Dailey tonight to pull it off. Kapp leads the points by about 30 over Dennis. So we'll be watching that all night. Should be a good race. We get about 14 cars for tonight. 100 laps here. We'll get some race info up on the board for you. So it's 75 degrees out. We're about 98 degrees on the track temp right now. Obviously no rain in the forecast because we're ripping oval tonight. Yeah, 100 laps, open setups, 4 sets of tires. Hopefully they don't have to use all 4, but we try to follow somewhat close to what the regular WNIS uses. So we will be getting ready to go here shortly. They've got about 4 more minutes to qualify if nobody's put in a lap. I've got about 5 drivers that have not gone out yet and doesn't look like they will unless somebody wants to throw a lap in. So tonight it's just me. I've got Robin in the car in here with me. Corn had to.
I was actually gonna just bounce away.
Oh, you're gonna bounce away. I'm not gonna have a co-host. So you're just gonna hear me ramble. You're just gonna hear me ramble. Okay. So
bye.
Okay, bye, dear. I've got Justin and we've got Dennis's wife Nicole handling race control tonight, filling in for Corn. We might see him here a little bit later once the race gets rolling. He's stuck working tonight, so we'll get some of the stuff on board. Scoring Tower brought to you tonight by Too Fast Racing. Go check those guys out. They do a lot with Beam and G. They're starting to get into MX bikes as well as the iRacing front. Thank you to that sponsor for helping us out on the scoring stuff for this series, as well as fast car and slow car. Speaking of, we've got slow car coming up this weekend along with fast car. That'll start at about 7 o'clock Eastern time. Slow car obviously starting first. We'll have fast car immediately after. If you're not in the Discord, make sure to join and we will get you all the permissions you need to be able to see those announcements. We'll make sure that you can make the races on Sunday nights. So about 3 more minutes here. So looks like Dennis Dailey's still going to be at the top of the poll. Let me get the best time up for you guys while we're sitting here waiting, since I'm boring y'all to death. Dennis with a 4189, Tom not far behind with a 4191, and Damian with a 4195. Got to wonder if they're not all running the same setup. Gary Freeman going to put it 4th so far with a 4246. Aiden Haller with a 4289. The wife with a 4310. Beating out JD McHaley for the 4314, and Gabriel Griffin 4319 so far. So, oh, Corn, you know you can. Although it'll probably sound like you're in an airplane hangar. Patrick, you're welcome anytime. I'm getting booed in the text chat. Oh my God. What is wrong with you people?
You're getting booed.
There, I handled it. I have the iRace control software, so I can send them messages and I don't have to hear them. All right. About 1 more minute, we should be gridding up. No, hello, this is not a replay. This is going to be a live race. We just call it the Winston Cup replay because it's a throwback to the old Winston Cup series that these guys used to run back prior to the sponsorship ban. So well, I had Corn in here, now he's gone. Oh God, I don't even know if I can pronounce that.
No, you would me of it because you go put on your
I want to try, but I almost can't. All right. We should be gridding up. Oh, that's fair, Corn. That's fair. All right. Yep, the light on the box has changed. So we should... Corn, you're funny. All right, we'll get this off of the thing here for just a second. All right, so Dennis Dailey is going to be your pole sitter in the number 47 Buick. And actually, it says number 51 on it because he forgot to tell me to change his number before the start of the race. He's in the me-sponsored car because he told me earlier today that it's all about him. If he can't win this race and have Eric Kapp finish at the back, it's all on him. We got the Gominator to the outside there on the front row with him in the 32 car. We're going to have Damian Conrad and Gary Freeman in your second row. Aiden Haller and Robin in the third row. JD and Gabriel in the fourth row. Cale Spicer, Greg Wellen back on row 5. Eric Kapp's going to start 11th because Justin is working the event for me. And then who else we got? We got Derek starting in 12th and Ron starting in 13th. So Ron's just got to finish, and I think he beats JD McHaley for the season here. So should be a good thing to watch. So we'll get the ticker up on the screen. Yes, operator, it is racing time. We're gonna go green here in just a minute. Oh, we don't want to see chaos. All right, we should be... Oh, I'll bet it's because Justin's not gridding.
I'm a little weirded out.
That's probably why, so we'll have to wait for him for just a minute here, because it'll have to count down too far. But, for those that... Oh! Okay, now I know who operator is. Sorry, Aaron, didn't realize. All right, here we go. We're gonna get this thing rolling. As I was saying, I was talking about slow car and fast car earlier. The one thing I can tell you this week, it will be trucks at Daytona. We're gonna do regular Daytona, probably a night race, just to switch things up. And then the following weeks, where it's gonna get interesting, we're going to go ahead and do a rain race on the Daytona Oval in the GT3 cars. So that should be some excitement. So all right. So it's going to get slick for these guys. This track really eats the tires to death. So we'll see how things go, see if we see some wrecks, that sort of thing. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully they keep it pretty clean. Get this focused on the front row. We'll get... Nope, not that one. I need this guy and then that. There we go. Now we've got a track map. Yeah, Corn. We're gonna use... It'll be the oval with the bus stop. So there's gonna be a couple extra turns that you're gonna have to hit. So... I would agree. Every time I see Sunoco, I think Dynaco as well. All right. Dennis is going to bring us to the start, and we're off. Why does it look like Gary lagged back there? So Dennis on the low lane, Tom on the high lane by himself. Could be a little bit of a fight, I think, here for a little bit, but I think Dennis is going to play the long game here. We'll let Tom lead. So Gominator out to an early lead. We're going to want to keep an eye on Cale Spicer and Greg Wellen. They're about mid-pack right now. I think they're in team paint schemes. So, but so top three: Tom, Dennis, Damian, followed by Gary, Aiden, Kale, JD McHaley, Greg Wellen, Derek Sivers, Robin Stevens, Gabriel Griffin, Eric Kapp, Ron St. Louis at the end of the first lap here. And like I said, I have a feeling a lot of these guys are going to fall in and just kind of ride for a little bit. Greg and Kale, some of the best when it comes to 87s racing. Oh, Ian, we won't overheat the track for slow car. Gary getting into the wall back there just a little bit, but everybody's going to keep rolling. I think as long as Dennis plays the way that he was going to try to run this race today, I think he's in a good position. Right now, Eric Kapp all the way at the back, but Eric is sneaky. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. So he'll creep up on you when you're least expecting it. Ooh, Dennis in the wall. Can he hang on to it? He does. Looks like Damian and Dennis followed each other in. We got Aiden joining the group a little bit here. He's on that high lane, trying to get around Dennis early. Tom's starting to pull away a little bit. Yeah, Patrick, I would definitely say that any of these guys on the top, well, either Greg or Kale are insanely fast. Dennis actually has your fastest, or I'm sorry, Damian has your fastest lap so far. Oh, and Tom's loose. Does he keep it off the wall? He died. Wow, we're going to go back and look at that one. That was an all-day train wreck. Switch cameras here. I think he just clips the crap out of the wall. Nope, he's just loose. That car just took off.
I know what I did. I know what I did. What I did was fucking.
So luckily Tom catches it. We're still green. We'll go back to the front. So Dennis back to the lead. So Dennis, Damian, and Aiden. But there's a man in a 66 car that's getting bigger in the rear view. And his name is Cale Spicer. And these boys need to look out. So it's going to get closer and closer. Dennis, our usual choose car driver. He's got to win this thing. And like I said, I'm pretty sure he's got to have Eric Kapp finish all the way at the back. Because he needs about 30 points. Yeah, he's going to need Eric Kapp to finish 13th at least. And I still don't think that's going to be enough for him. We got a little battle going on between Damian and Aiden here. Oh, Aiden coming back underneath on Damian. But Kale is closing in quick. You see Kale just coming into the shot there. So battle for second, third, fourth, I guess. And knowing Kale, he's going to slowly pick off where he can. He's going to try and get under Aiden right here. Nope, he's going to draft with him. He's going to roll for a minute. Robin was your fastest car on track last time by with a 43.830. Oh no, the software's wrong. The software's definitely wrong. Kale underneath Aiden. Kale just gonna cruise right on by. He's gonna set his sights on Damian at this point. Dennis Dailey continues to lead. Damian Conrad second. See Greg Wellen coming into the picture as well. So let's... There we go. That's a little bit better. Oop, nope, that's not what I wanted. That works better. Let's see. Kale last time by was a 43.5. Damien was a 43.6. Dennis was a 43.7. So they are closing in on Dennis just a little bit here, which I'll bet Dennis is not going to push that hard. Because you've still got, I mean, you got 90 laps left by the time they cross the line here. It'd be foolish to push too hard too early and really screw yourself. I got JD off track. What happened, JD? Oh, man, he is going for a ride. Nice save, though. We'll get JD back on screen here in a little bit. Kale Spicer about all over the backside of Damien here. Damien to the backside of Dennis. Let's go off the roll bar in Kale's car. This track's really deceiving too because of the way that it runs. Especially if you check up early, you can see Damien checking up early. Oh my God, we got JD off again. Let's go back to TV2. Where'd he come back on track at? Same corner. 3 and 4 again. Wonder if he's just struggling or what's going on, but not the way you want to start that race. I wonder if the track temp's a little too hot or what, but Damien under all sorts of pressure from Kale. 32 would be the Gominator, Tom Gom. He was your early leader. I'm sure the tires are definitely hot on JD's car at this point. Nice battle between Damien and Kale. So this is kind of an argument position on this one. In 1 and 2, it's best to go low. In 3 and 4, I would say it's best to run the high lane. So the big thing is balancing it to where you don't eat the tires up. If you eat the tires up, then you're really screwed. Nate, I saw that. I saw that. Kale underneath Damien. I think he's going to go after Dennis too. Might try to mail that bottom, see if he can't get it to stick. What's going on, Stoku? Welcome to the broadcast. Well, last time by, Kale with a 43.8, Dennis with a 43.9. They are your two fastest cars on track right now. Everybody else in about the 44, 45s. I've got JD and... Oh, my God, there goes Damien. He saves it. It's got to be hot. It has got to be hot because I got JD and Tom going off track that last time. Let's see where JD went off at. He was in 1 and 2 this time and the car just got loose. He still stays off track. And then we had Tom going off track in 3 and 4. But he saves it. I mean, is it possible that everybody just missed the mark? So Dennis way out front with Cale Spicer at the moment. Next person in line is going to be Greg Wellen in the 94 car. He's your third place car. Aiden Haller is going to be fourth. Damian bringing up fifth. We got Derek all alone in sixth. Gary in seventh. Gabriel catching quick in eighth. Eric Kapp ninth. Ron St. Louis 10th. Robbins in 11th. She's loose. Commentator's curse. She gets it slowed down, though. We got Tom Gom in 12th, about to be 11th. Then we got JD back here in 13th. So we'll go back to the battle for the lead. Oh, we got a caution. Damien crashed. I have to look and see what happened there. Oh, shit, it just wiggled. It went right into the wall. That's all she wrote for that car. Well, that's going to be a godsend for a lot of guys 20 laps in. But Don, to your point, I already have a paint scheme bet that JD has to deliver on. We don't follow too many rules, but not next week, but the following, JD McHaley's got to run a My Little Pony paint scheme. So while these guys are pitting, let's go back to that Damien crash. I want to go ahead and go inside. We're going to go in the cockpit view here. And we're going to play it at quarter speed because I'm going to do something. I just want to see, because we saw that wheel wiggle. Oh, yeah, he tries to correct. And then it just snaps for the wall. Oh, God. He just knocks the front end completely off the thing. So, all right. The only person we got staying out is Greg Wellen. Interesting. And apparently Robin's not going to pit here. I think she's going to try and play the long game. Not sure if she just missed pit road or what happened. So, yeah, Damien, we figured that you were going to need a medic after that one. That looked rough. Yeah, Ian, he's been talking about it for a minute. We made this bet in Mooncar. God, I'll bet it was a month ago now. And I thought we had a super speedway sooner, but so he's going to have to deliver on it at Talladega. Maybe he can get a win with it. I don't know. Damien with the help I've fallen and I can't get up moment of the race. Damien, I think almost anybody's having that problem right now. Let's show the weather, see what track temp is. So track temp 101 still. I don't think that anybody was prepared for this thing to eat the tires the way that it did, but I think we got one more lap of pace in here. Okay, Robin's coming down pit road this time. Looks like the Dominator's pitting as well, probably throwing some extra fuel in. See if they can't stretch it a little bit further. Yeah, it looked fast. I don't know if you and Tom were running the same set, but it looked like it was going to go pretty good, but I guess things happen, right? Oh, we're not going to get rain, that's for sure. Although, you know, it's Michigan. If they made it to where you could red flag a race for a little bit of time, it'd be kind of interesting. All right, lights are out on the pace car. We should be getting ready to go green here in the next half a lap. We've got our few stragglers rolling out of pit road. Couldn't get the rear tires to hold after that. Oh, all right. Pace car should duck off. And this is bad news for everybody because now you got Greg and you got Kale hooked up. Greg obviously less on fuel than everybody else. It may play a factor. Greg's one of the best when it comes to saving tires. I've raced with him many times and I've watched him walk out of my life before. So Greg with a solid jump on everybody. Tom already looking to go on the move. Oh yeah, Tom is definitely on the move. He's trying to get around people in a hurry. I think he put new tires on already. Yep, Tom's booking it for the front as fast as he can go. Hopefully he doesn't scorch them tires off. Gabriel Griffin up in the wall. It's going to help a few guys. We'll go back to the front. Dennis trying to get around Cale Spicer right now, trying to run that bottom lane. He's on a heater. So Dennis down around the bottom. And he's going to go after Greg too. Oh, Tom is zooming. Tom is flying. We're going to see if Dennis... Yep, Dennis is going to go right underneath and try to take that lead and check out, knowing that Greg doesn't have the fuel. Man, Dennis is moving. Let me get race control up because I'm curious to see what the lap times are. Dennis with a 43.1. Everybody else, closest person... Cale Spicer with a 43.7. Nobody else is in the ballpark. So Dennis is going to try and check out here. Tom's kind of stalled out behind Aiden, which isn't necessarily the worst thing being back here. You know, he's just off the back of the leaders. Oh, Aiden's loose in the middle of the corner. He holds it up against the wall. Oh, caution's going to come out. We'll come back and look at that from a different angle here. I don't know if he just got... Oh, it was loose on entry. Not enough spoiler in it. Yep, not enough spoiler in it. So that's going to cause that. So Aiden's knocked the back off the car. We'll see what see if the strategy changes here. I mean, I think everybody will come down for fuel, but we got a lot of good guys in this series, that's for sure. See if we have any takers down pit lane as they get ready to come out of 3 and 4. You see Damien's wrecked bucket of you-know-what sitting on pit road. Oh, we got nobody pitting this time. That's an interesting call. Oh, it looks like Robin decided to pit. Looks like Robin, Gabriel, and Aiden. I figured Aiden would. Because I don't think Robin pitted last time by. So... Tonto, that's... Most of the guys in here know if they wreck, you know, hold the brake, don't be stupid, don't collect others. You know, I can't ask for a better group of guys to run in my league. I'll be honest with you on that one. like I said, a lot of good racers in here, a lot of talented racers in here. And then we got one guy that, you know, he drives a Terminex car. We love him to death. I do want to get a good look at JD's paint scheme here for you guys, because he's done a total rebranding now that he's back to Florida. I really dig the silver with the green. It definitely pops. It looks really good. So yeah, I would say that most everybody would have pitted for fuel on this one, because you've got 75 laps left. You can't make it on a tank. I can tell you that. So that's why I was kind of shocked when nobody came down, at least for fuel. Especially Greg, being that Greg hasn't pitted yet so far. Everybody else has. So, but this track is one of those tracks that you're not looking to go crazy fast. You're looking to save tire as best any way that you can think of. You are looking to save tire. So now we're one lap to green, but yeah, most of these guys, you know, I would say at least half the field has run top split races, you know, on multiple occasions. This is not their first rodeo. So, oh, the Super Speedway Motorsports paint scheme. You know, let me tell you, I didn't even know he was doing that. We showed up in that race and I saw it. I'm like, what the crap is this? When it comes to oval racing, no question is a dumb question. There's a lot of different ways that people run these things. It all depends on what you're used to, and obviously coming from the Formula world, it's not the same as it is with a full-bodied car. I know pretty much anybody that comes on my streams, most everybody I met running this car, so I know this car inside and out very well. It's what I grew up watching racing. That in the Gen 4 era. So happy to answer any question. Dennis is going to be your leader on the start. We got Greg behind him. Kale's behind Greg. Derek Sivers in the 41 back there. The Gominator sitting in 5th. Let's get this party restarted. All right, not Damien. Dennis is off. Gonna get a good little gap here. I would highly suggest driving these cars. They're a lot of fun once you can figure them out. Dennis out to a good lead. He's got a little bit of a gap, about 0.4 over Greg right now. Dennis is definitely going to try and get away. So you got Greg Wellen, Cale Spicer. You got Derek Sivers followed by the Gominator. Gary Freeman. JD McHaley in that sharp Terminex paint scheme. Eric Kapp's up to 8th. Ron St. Louis in 9th. Robbins in 10th. And then we got Gabriel Griffin sitting in 11th. And Aiden bringing up the rear with what looks like a fully put together race car now, sitting in 12th. So Cale and Greg trading positions here. I'll bet those two are planning on working together this entire race. Cale going to try to set off after Dennis. I see Derek on the high side. Tom's trying to catch him. Oh, we got Ron up to 9th. He's battling it out with Robin. He's trying to get forward. He says, I don't want to give JD that 3rd position in points. Go back to Dennis. Oh, actually, no, we're going to go to Tom and Derek. Oh, Nitro, the trucks are fun, but man, I tell you what, once you figure out these cars, it's a different ball game. Tom going to go around the underside of Derek. Set off after Greg. Hopefully Tom's managing them tires a little bit better than he was. Dennis still holding a decent gap, 0.7 over Kale. Pulled out a little bit more that time. Well, Stoku, it's one of those cars that you got to drive a lot to really figure it out. But the slow in, fast out mentality in this car really comes into play. It really does. Tom's all over the back of Greg. Kale's pulled it down on the gap to Dennis. He's about 0.69 back. See where he is at the line. 0.67 at the line. Dennis about a tenth slower than Kale that last lap. So we got Tom battling with Derek, Greg, and Kale almost. Dennis with a really good run out of one. He pulls back out. Man, Tom down the backstretch with a head of steam. He's around Greg. Greg kind of coming back. Derek all over Greg. I wonder if Greg's trying to save a little bit of fuel, hoping for a little bit of a later caution. I got Robin around JD? That can't be right. Where's JD at? Oh, that was weird. JD just blinked. JD, you blinked out for a little bit there, bud. I wonder if he had a little bit of an internet glitch. That was wild. Tom's all over the back of Kale. Side by side, down into one they go. Tom gonna take it to the low side. Kale gonna run that midline. Tom clears him. Down into three they go. Looking at the gap. Dennis has pulled out to 1.5. Kale going to come back on Tom. Derek getting around Greg Wellen. The question is, can Tom pull in Dennis at this point? 1.55 back from Dennis. I know Dennis was doing his homework today on that setup. Ooh, man. Are you talking the current NASCAR cars or like this gen NASCAR cars versus GTs? You could argue that current NASCAR cars are about the closest to GT3s and stuff. But this generation completely different. Tom falling back, Dennis pulling out 1.7 over Tom at the moment. Solid battle for second, third, and fourth right here. Oh, Robin crashed. Uh-oh, that's not good. Uh-oh. Oh, no, and JD crashed, and I'm kind of wondering if... Oh! That's JD's night done.
I tried stopping immediately. It's not your fault.
Well... That sucks. So JD and Robin both out of this one at this point. Because I guarantee you that blew JD's motor as soon as he hit. Okay, well, that switches some things up. That's a rough one.
It's not your fault. It's my fault. I'm the one that spun out. I'm sorry.
Got a lot of apologies going around. I think Aiden's going to be your lucky dog here, so that should get him back, hopefully on the lead lap. I think that's what he was looking for. So... Yep, season 1 and season 2 champions both out of the race picture for tonight. Gary Freeman gonna stay out this time. Well, this is one of those tracks, like I said, it gets loose, and that's all she wrote. It's this whole race is all about tire management, saving what you got. Trying to keep it underneath you.
Even in officials, the big setup feels super loose during cooler temperatures.
Corn, that might be an interesting deal to do GT3s versus next gens. See if Gary stays out or if he was just looking to get some bonus points there.
Best advice I could give you is just slow down.
36 laps down out of 100.
Then you might have over-adjusted. Now you're on the other side of that belt curve. I'm honestly happy to be on the other side because...
Looks like most everybody might have taken a set of tires here. I'm not real sure. Dennis was on pit road for 45. Eric was on for 50. I can't remember how long it takes. Yeah, caution number 3 so far.
Surprisingly, I'm not super tight.
You know, Corn, you could take the SF2000s against like a next gen and a GT3. You have to test them to see what kind of lap times they pull, but be very interesting.
This will be like the only time I leave, you know, under caution. So I'm just happy to see you guys.
Oh, Aiden, you didn't get out of pit road fast enough, dude. So Aiden went another lap down. He got his lap. I think he got his lap back, or oh no, Gabriel Griffin was your lucky dog that time, so it was not Aiden. Oof. Yeah, Robin's done. Dear, if you want to come join me in the booth. I don't know if JD's done too. We can have some fun in the booth together. Yes, that's what I meant, Ian. That is exactly what I meant.
Not gonna lie.
You're funny, Damien. Hilarious. All right, Gary Freeman going to lead us to the start here. Dennis Dailey going to be your second place starter. Derek Sivers in third. Greg Well in fourth. Cale Spicer fifth. Tom Gomm sixth. So we've had a little bit of a shakeup. Green flag is out. I am not surprised that this is going to go 3 wide into turn number 1. Oh, they get down to 2 wide. Gary all the way up by the wall. Dennis going to grab that lead, see if he can't check out.
Uncle Eric, come.
Yeah,
Down here.
I texted you.
Oh, sorry. My
Yeah,
bad.
Gary was definitely a sitting duck with no tires. Ooh, Derek right up on Greg's quarter panel.
Yeah, I 100% am responsible for that wreck, because when I came around, I thought she was going to be sliding down, so I'm like, oh, I'll just go high. And when I saw that she rightfully locked her
Held it-
brakes up, I said a little bit of a bad word and said, I'm about to kill
you
Robin.
dropped an F-bomb, didn't you?
No,
Really,
no, I don't
it's
say anything
fine.
about that.
It's really not a big deal. It's a lot of it's my fault because I didn't tell you exactly where I was.
Oh man. Ooh, Kale underneath Derek there. Tom gonna try
I
to go
didn't
with
even-
him.
I didn't even know you were in front of me, but when I had that lag spike, it must have made me drop back a bit.
Dude,
Yeah,
you
'cause-
lag spiked and you dropped way back. Like you lost
I
all
don't-
draft, everything.
I didn't even know she was in front of me.
Oh God.
I was
you-
2 cars behind you, but then you
Yeah.
blanked out and I was like, where did JD
Corn
go?
wants to know if this is our version of the Moon Vision beef booth. Is that what this is?
It's so respectful. We're like, I'm sorry, it was my fault. And JD's like, no, I'm sorry, it was my fault.
Wait. We need a button.
Arby's.
that's
Yeah, that's
the
what it
hardest it's going in here right now.
That's probably all the beef you'll ever see out of me and Robin.
The Moon Vision beef booth?
Oh, you've never seen that on Moon Car?
No, I don't race Moon Car.
Oh, dude,
I
just
don't
go
follow
watch
Moon
it.
Car.
Just go watch his Twitch.
Wow.
Oh
The hell's
man,
Twitch?
what's
Yeah, what
Twitch?
is a Twitch?
What happened?
How does he not know who Twitch is? Sounds like a couple of Canadians fighting over who is sorry.
I mean, that's pretty close for me.
Oh man, that's funny as hell. Oh, Kale Spicer gonna go underneath Greg Wellen. Tom Gom gonna shove it under there as well. So Tom up to third. Kale chasing after Dennis. You know, you guys really let Dennis down.
We
What
did.
did I do?
Yeah, you guys needed to be in front of Eric Kapp for Dennis to have a mathematical shot.
Well,
Oh, sorry.
Son of a gun.
I'm
just-
sorry.
It's all your fault. Wait,
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself?
Sorry for yourself, you big baby.
oh,
I mean, I
man.
guess I should have done that, but I guess I wanted to kill Robin instead.
It's that thing you
know,
get when
it's
Robin
fine.
starts yelling at someone and you hide in the corner. Oh, good lord. All right, Dennis is 0.28 up over Kale. Kale and Tom really moving up at this point. They put a little bit of a gap over Greg and Derek, who are 4th and 5th. See, even Damien said he was just trying to ride behind Dennis and get him the points.
Man, I should have done my payback to Eric Kapp in this race. I'm just
Save that-
kidding. We don't
save
do
that for
that in
fast
this
car.
race.
Save
I
that
know,
for
we do
fast
it in
car.
We do it in fast car.
Oh man.
I'm respectful. I know.
I mean, Dennis needs as many bonus points as he can get here, which if he leads a few more laps, it'll seal that deal.
I'm gonna tag Robin in Facebook here in a second.
Kale all
kind of
over the
like-
back side of Dennis. Man, that'd be really stealing one from Moonhead there, Corn, if we use the Judge Judy theme. Maybe I get the People's Court one. That'd be funny. Or maybe it's People's Courts that's got the dun, and it
That's
plays in the
People's Court.
background. Is it People's Court?
Yeah, the one that Moonhead uses is People's Court.
Okay, I couldn't remember. Uh-oh. Apparently Derek tagged the wall.
With Judge Marilyn Millian. I think that's how you say her name.
Did she take over after Wapner? Or was there somebody in between Wapner and her?
I don't even know. To me, it sounds like you're saying Whopper, which is making me hungry.
No, Wapner.
Wapner.
You never watched Rain Man, did you?
I don't get out much.
It's Wednesday. Gotta watch Wapner. Gotta watch Wapner. It's Wednesday. People's Court. There's actually a picture of him hanging when they do the interviews. The guy in the picture in the background. That's Wapner.
But what if I want a Whopper?
Oh, you want me to do my Dane Cook Whopper thing? I want a Whopper.
Roll the onions, large fry.
The guy that says with the pickles.
Yes.
Yes.
And the sweet and sour sauce and the pickles.
Hey, this is a time where I could use that voice changer.
Oh man, that'd be funny.
You want me to use a voice changer for that, or what?
Yeah. I'm almost thinking that Kale is trying to help Dennis get the most laps led points. Because they're sticking right together and they're pulling away. And Dennis really just needs to make it to lap 50 and he's got those points sealed up. He's only got like 3 more to go.
My mom will get a kick out of this.
Dan says he's only an hour away from the nearest BK.
Happy K.
BK is
Oh,
disgusting.
come on, Dennis. You got to hang on to that lead for just a little bit longer, man. You need every bonus point you can get. The worst part is right now the fastest lap belongs to Damien with a 42.5. Interesting stat. 23 incident points so far this race. JD McKaylee with the most. And he's sitting here in the
I was
booth with
going
me.
to say that they were mine, but
I have the most bonus points.
The BK
Incident points.
Racing team. Yeah, you have the most incident points, JD. Second is Robin with 5.
heck yeah.
So Dennis
yeah, I
right
had some
now,
off track.
Dennis right now with a 0x, and then he needs the bonus points for the most laps led. He's gonna need one hell of a run on fresh tires to get the fastest lap. I don't remember the BK race team.
So, if you're, just in case you were wondering, the reason why I was spinning out in the beginning was I had my spoiler all messed up.
Did you have it down instead of up?
No, I tried to be faster, and it just didn't work.
2012 to 2018, car number 23. God, I don't remember that. So Dennis and Kale have gapped the shit out of Greg and Tom. They're about 1 second back off of Kale. Yeah, Kale is pushing Dennis about as fast as he can. I'm going to have to look that up, Damien. Shoot me a PM with that. I might want to read on that.
What's a PM?
A private message.
Oh, I thought that was one of those things that help you sleep.
No, that's Tylenol. So these
I
two are
thought that
going
was
to
for headaches.
play niceties. Greg Wellen's sitting in 3rd. Tom Gom 4th. Derek back here. Oh, God. Aiden is loose again. That's going to bring the caution out. Good Lord, that thing was loose. Throw some spoiler on that thing, kid.
Guess how much more pit time I have?
At least 30 minutes.
About 40. Just shy of 40.
How much did you have total?
Like 50 minutes?
Oh, my God. But
I've
you're...
been sitting in the pits, so total I would have had 48 minutes.
But that's shit. That's
Oh no, it is in fact shit.
That's you're saying that's optional plus
Pardon
plus
my
required,
French.
or are you just
Yes.
saying
That's total. That's total would be 48 minutes.
okay?
Required's about a little over half an hour.
Jesus. Damien says he's got 10 required and 7 optional left to go. I have a feeling he's bringing that sucker back on track. Everybody
staying
gonna
in
head
there.
down pit road this time though. Get some get some tires, except for Gabriel, who I think is your lucky dog. So
Poor Robin's car. I'm about to make a post in my Facebook about her.
I'm just looking to see. Actually, Gabriel just got put up to first. I thought he was lapped down still. So, well, some of us are from Michigan and others are from all over the United States.
Because we're there's no other United States.
Well, I'm assuming that said person may or may not be from the U.S., Canada, Mexico, Australia, wherever. I was gonna say I know Tonto's from Australia.
Tonto.
They had a group on, I think it was it the Sunday morning race? There was like 32 people in Australia watching my stream on a projector.
Dang, you're popular down under.
Oh, from Chile. Wow.
Chile?
Wow.
Wow, Chile.
I love chili.
Wrong thing, Eric.
Okay,
And
okay. So I'm going to ask y'all,
You
chili
just
with or without
can't
meat?
With
stop in time.
What is wrong with you?
Sorry, at
I-
Robin Stevens.
I like good flavor in my food. Actually, it was kind of funny. Robin got us Firehouse today for lunch, and they had a deal with DoorDash, like you got free chili with your sub or whatever. And so I tried the chili, and it was actually really freaking good. Oh, we know where Chile is. South America.
Yeah, that's that really long, skinny country that goes along the west side. Chile.
Oh, Tonto found me via your funny moments videos.
You're welcome.
You got mad at Culver's over a bowl of chili?
Culver's is awesome. How dare you?
Oh, that's funny shit.
Dude, what you want to do is get the chili and then dunk your burgers in it.
Yeah, or just pour the
Really?
chili over my burger.
Why would you do that? That's like
Are you one of the...
That's like putting an
Eric-
egg on a fucking burger. Why would you do that shit?
What's wrong with egg on a
dude, that's
burger?
good. Egg on a burger is good for a breakfast burger. But I was going to say, Eric, based on that statement, you're one of those people that pours the ketchup on the pile of fries, aren't you?
Ugh.
Why would you do that? No, I like to
That's-
dunk my fries.
That's
don't
what they do out
pour
in
that shit on
California.
my
I remember
fries.
that.
All right, we're about to go green here. Gabriel Griffin going to start it off. I imagine Tom's going to pass him pretty quickly because Gabriel didn't pit here, so we'll see what happens in a minute. But pace car's off. We're going green. Patrick, I'm not surprised that you found me via JD's page either. Gabriel going to hold it at least. Oh! He's going to go high. Tom's going to go mid. Oh, shit. We're 3 wide with the leaders. Oh, God. We're looking for.
Oh, jeez.
Dennis looking for any way around. Oh, 3 wide down the backstretch. Tom going to hold the lead. My God, Dennis coming up through the middle. He wants to get back around Greg in a damn hurry.
Is it too late to make your picks?
No, you can make a pick if you want to, but it's getting hairy up front. Tom slaps it in front of Derek. Derek into the wall. Dennis to the bottom. Dennis going to hold the bottom lane. Can he pull on Greg coming off? Greg's going to have the run around the outside. Dennis going to fall in. Good God, that was hairy. 55. I got a crash out of Aiden again. We're going to stay green. I'm going to stay on the leaders. I think, yep, Aiden is towed to the pits this time.
I'll tell you real quick what happened.
If you want to walk us through it, I'm trying to stay on this battle for the lead.
Aiden got loose in two and put it into the wall.
Into
Hit
the
it pretty
inside?
bad. Outside wall.
Oof.
He has pretty decent damage.
Okay. JD
Everyone's
McKaylee with our
dying.
pit report.
Might as well if I'm way over here waiting for my car to get put back together like a Lego.
Dennis underneath. Greg going down into 3. He holds the bottom side here, which is going to cause him to take the lead. I tell you what, Dennis did some work on this setup. There is no doubt in my mind with the way he's been driving this thing.
Yeah. I know for a fact that he was working on it.
Oh, but I think he started working on it at 2 in the afternoon.
Can confirm.
Can confirm. Still doesn't have the fastest lap, though. That still belongs to Damien.
I love that paint of his.
It looks cool. He did a really good job on the Ricky Bobby paint scheme.
Ricky Bobby.
Did you see the side of his helmet?
No.
There's a cougar on the side of his helmet.
Ooh, Greg and Dennis back at it again. Dennis back to the inside.
Still half the race left.
Greg back on the outside. Kale's just waiting for somebody to wreck, or he's going to take it 3 wide. Dennis down in the low lane. Greg with help on the top from Kale.
Remember, Dennis is fighting these two guys because they're definitely teammates.
And Derek is pulling back into all of this. This group of 4 has completely gapped the rest of the field. Ooh, Dennis back to 3rd now. He's going to slot it in front of... He's slotting in front of Derek.
Don't count Derek out of this either.
Oh, I'm not. All it takes is one little slip up by one of the 3 in front, and Derek drives around him.
But with Greg and Kale working together, that's going to be tricky.
Well, Dennis is doing everything he can, and he's hanging right with him, going all by himself.
Buick, baby.
Nitro says you're putting that thing back together with JB Weld and duct tape.
And bubblegum.
JD Weld? JD Weld.
JD Weld.
JD Weld involves a little bit of hot toa.
Ooh, Derek getting a little loose coming off the corner. Derek going with him. Dennis going to fade back to 4th.
Oh, man.
Dennis got the draft from Kale at this point. Kale mails it up the inside.
No, Derek.
Derek in the wall. He keeps it straight. Kale tagged the wall a little bit on the exit of 4. Dennis back to the inside.
Now you're speaking my language, Patrick.
Ooh, Dennis clipping that apron just a little bit. See if he can tuck back in, put another run on these guys.
Well, you got to give Dennis credit, man. He's sure taking a shot at it.
Oh, he is. He's throwing the kitchen sink at this thing.
Because, you know, had a very, very slight chance to win it all.
He's coming back on Greg again. We'll take just a second here. For those Ron St. Louis fans, he's up to 7th.
I'm a Ron St. Louis fan.
Well, I seen a few in the chat, so I had to say it.
Where's Eric Kapp sitting at?
Eric Kapp sitting in 9th.
What
Dennis
about JD?
trying to come back to 2nd. Get Grandma's Buick going. Dump the groceries out, pitch her to the curb, and show us what that thing can do, Dennis.
Hey, you know what? I'm getting tired of the grocery Buick comments. That Buick's awesome.
It ain't an Oldsmobile, son. It ain't an Oldsmobile. Man, Dennis is digging. He is trying everything and anything. So Kale Spicer continuing to lead.
You know what? The chat's making me hungry. Let me go get something.
I was going to say, the chat is making me hungry, too. I had some Gushers and a fruit by the foot before I started this broadcast. Derek getting a little loose there off of 2. Well, Damien's come back out to play. He just left pit road. Kale check it up a little bit in 3 and 4. Greg coming to the bumper. That's going to pull Dennis up. These guys are still in the 42-second range compared to everybody else's 43s. Holy crap.
It's been a fun season, AJ.
It has. It's actually, we've had a lot of good races here on the channel. I just saw a bumper on the back stretch. It's kind of weird.
Have you talked to chat about what is in the future?
Hold on a second, JD. I thought I had the affiliate link in there. It should come up in the chat, Patrick. It cycles through. You should see it here shortly. If it's not, I know the affiliate links are in my Discord as well as the ICW Discord. You'll find them in there. Dennis still all over the back of Greg. He's trying to give him a shot to get up to Kale. Dude, these guys are still pouring it on. Let me see if I can get you guys that affiliate link while I'm sitting here trying to call this race, but I was pretty sure.
If you get a second, look at Damien's car.
Is it junk to shit? Oh, Dennis around Greg! Of course,
wow.
I look away and it shows up. There we are. That's the Track Racer one. There's the Moza one. So we get the chat back up. And then we can come over here for a second. And then we can go here. Yep, Dennis all over the back of Kale. There's that Moza link, Patrick. See if Dennis can get underneath him. Dennis is in a must-win situation. Man, they have left everybody in the dust. Ooh, good news for the Ron St. Louis fans. Oh, he was up to 6th, I thought. Oh, it hasn't checked yet. Yep, Ron is up to 6th. So we got Kale leading. We got Dennis in 2nd. We've got Greg Well in 3rd. Derek Sivers 4th. Gary Freeman's up to 5th. Ron St. Louis 6th. Eric Kapp 7th. Gabriel Griffin 8th. Tom Gom is in 9th. Aiden Haller, the last car on track. Well, I shouldn't say that. Aiden Haller's in 10th. And then we've got Damien quite a few laps down. He is sitting in 13th right now. While
That
Robin
car
and
has seen better
JD
days.
sit on pit road. Let's go check that out for just a second. Dear God, there's no trunk lid. There's no hood. He needs another caution. Somebody get this man a caution.
He's out there, though.
You might see me stream a race tomorrow night. We'll see. I've got a league race tomorrow night that I admin, that I don't own, that I don't broadcast for, that I run every Wednesday night, and that'll actually be here as well. So,
Are we in Texas tomorrow?
no, we're Michigan.
Oh.
New Michigan.
Uh-oh.
What do we got?
Tom's around.
Yellow flag's out. You said Tom?
Yeah.
It just got
That track is
loose.
slick, man.
Yep. Tom keeping it clean though. Nice 360 spin. I don't think that's what these top 3 wanted to see, but
I'm sitting here with Robin trying to offer her some of my Capri Suns on the pit road.
she says she doesn't take candy from strangers.
Stranger.
Let's get the weather up. Track temp's only 100 degrees. It's not that greasy. How are we doing, Dave?
No, it's not. It's not really that bad. It's just there's a fine line where if you cross it during a turn,
Looks like Aiden might have called it a night. Yep, he is no longer with us.
Oh, JD, are you back out there?
Oh,
Oh,
I won't be done for another 23 minutes.
Damien's back out there.
oh, heck yeah.
His car's demolished, though. I mean, this thing's... Let's get a better view of this. There's no trunk lid. There's no hood. I think he's your lucky dog, too. Oh, that'll help him out a little bit, I guess. Oh,
yeah,
shit.
that's going to put him right back into it.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's got him right where he wants him, everybody. That car is going places. Oh, man. Everybody else coming down pit road.
You didn't want to make it too easy on him.
No. He had 7 minutes of optionals, so this gives him a chance to get that fixed. So,
I still have 11 minutes.
Patrick,
16 seconds.
You're gonna
At least
want
yours isn't as bad as mine.
you're gonna want to look at the wheel options. That was a thing that we've talked about in Discord quite a bit. The R12, I think because you're buying new, I think you'll be fine. Versus the R9, but the R9, if you had an older wheel, you kind of wanted to skip the 12 because of the way that they built it or whatever. But I think you'll be fine with the R12.
Wait a minute, hold the phone.
What?
Did somebody say the wheel?
Wrong wheel.
No. Wrong kind of
Wrong wheel. But oh, what the heck? The R12 is a solid buy. If I was buying new again, I probably would go the 12 myself because a little bit of extra feel. It's not going to hurt anything, and I think the price is about the same.
R21.
Oh, dude, if I ever upgrade, that's what I'm going to.
R5.
Love you too, Mom. Guess what?
I don't need your...
did?
JD.
I killed Robin.
I'm sure your dad's watching. I heard if you say Father Ball 3 times in the chat, he shows up.
I love doing that with people.
Father ball, father ball, father ball.
No!
He'll show
come in
up.
here and say jokes.
What's wrong with his jokes? You got a problem with your dad's jokes?
No, not at all.
Okay. Take your word for it.
I'm just trying to be dramatic.
I think Dennis took tires.
I miss my dad.
I'm pretty sure he took tires because his pit stop was 45.7. I think he took his third set, I'd have to guess. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's his fourth set. He's going to try and make him stretch to the end at this point. Or if you say JD beat Father Ball on golf, he'll show up. That is also true, Patrick. That is very true.
Oh, yeah, let me tell you about how I beat Father Ball at golf. Surely he won't show up to counter it.
Oh, he will. He'll put something in the chat. Or he's trying to figure out where we're hiding.
We have 29 laps to go.
Yeah.
Yes. 29 right now.
I don't think we're getting out on track in time.
Oh, Damien's got a hood. We're going green, though. Kale Spicer going to fire this thing off. Dennis going to give him a shove. Derek going to give Dennis a shove. You got the pusher pushing the pusher. And you almost had Greg Welland mixed up in that, too. Ron St. Louis back there going 3 wide with the Gominator. Dennis is going to try and get around Kale early and check the hell out.
Ooh, Derek got a little...
Yeah, Derek got free. I don't know if he didn't take tires there. He must have. It's sticking. Domino's loaded chicken.
I'm telling you, they listen, man. I'm not kidding.
You know what? I cannot stand Domino's for pizza. Blech.
I like their Wisconsin 4 cheese.
Yeah, but past that, their pizza's disgusting.
I don't like any of the big chain restaurants for pizza, but if you get but frozen pizza are my favorite.
AJ, next thing you're gonna say is that Little Caesars is horrible pizza.
Blech.
We hate Little Caesars.
I mean, if I'm hard up, and Derek helping Dennis to go by Kale.
Go, Dennis, go.
Dennis
go,
to
Derek,
the lead.
Go. Heck yeah.
And Derek following for second.
Go, boys, go.
They're going to go to the bottom, see if they can't get a run. Derek going to get past Kale ever so slightly. Dennis going to drift up. Try to block Kale's run. Get a better arc through 1 and 2.
Do you think they'll be able to hold it?
Oh, I don't know.
20-something laps.
Derek and Kale are awfully close. Derek clears him.
There we go.
Kale going to go back to the bottom side. Try to get a run under Derek in 3 and 4. He pulls up alongside. He's underneath. He can't quite seal the deal off the corner, though. Derek going to hold second place for the time being. Kale trying to side draft to come back. He pulls alongside to the door of Derek this time. Dennis with a nice arc in through 1 and 2. Derek on the high side. He'll have the better run coming off the corner, but doing that's going to smoke his tires a little bit. Oh, Derek hits the wall. Kale gets back by. Derek's going to hold on to third. Let's see if we got another battle back here brewing. Tom looking to try to get around Gary Freeman. He's going to go to the bottom.
It looks like they're all running different lines.
They kind of are.
I really like that high line, but it like you said before, it would chew up tires, but it got to the point where that's all I could run.
Right, and that's what screws you. Greg gonna put it in front of Derek, and then look almost like he parked it on exit. So Dennis going to lead still. He's out to 0.37 over Kale. See if he can slowly start to check out. 25 laps to go. 24 at the line this time by. We'll see what the gap is when we hit the stripe.
Now, remind me, have you ever been to this track?
No. Well, yes. At night. For Christmas lights.
I've been to that track.
What tracks have you been to, Eric?
Michigan, Texas.
I remember he was driving in his truck. He's like, guess what's to the left of me? And he goes live and shows his camera. And it was Texas. Oh, I thought it was
Talladega.
Wow.
I've driven by Talladega, and I've actually visited their little museum, but
You know, Patrick, it's funny that you bring that up because I'm literally getting ready to do a video on blinking problems with iRacing. I've been to Daytona, and like I said, I've been here at night. So
I visited the outside of Daytona when we were avoiding a hurricane. I believe it was Hurricane Ivan. And it was shortly after Dale died. We went outside. We went outside the track.
Ooh, Tonto said he's been to Bathurst. I would love to go there. He's in Australia.
Yeah, but still, that's crazy.
I would love to go there just to go up to the skyline and then look around because you could see downward everything from there. Tom's fallen way off of these guys. Dennis continues to lead. Kale and Greg have pulled it in on him. Track temp
would be cool.
Track temp's actually falling right now, which is kind of surprising.
So do we have a pick yet?
For the winner?
Yeah, who do you think?
Man, it's gonna be one of these three, I think, because they're starting to pull on Derek at the moment. So I think it's gonna come down to Dennis, Kale, and Greg. Just whoever
Derek's gonna get
flinches.
back up there.
Dennis has definitely done his homework.
I can confirm that, actually.
There's another racetrack that I've been to, if you want to call it a racetrack. I've been to US 131 Dragway, where they do the Thunder Nationals.
I've been to Five Flags.
I've been to Five Flags too.
Have you? Oh, that's right. How could I forget? Jeez.
I-96 Speedway. That used to be a very famous dirt track place.
You know, they race the wing sprint cars on occasion at Five Flags, which I thought was weird.
Diggs, Ron 100% is gaining confidence. I've watched him slowly becoming a better racer lately, and the only thing that screws him is he winds up getting taken out and stuff that he can't control.
Like father ball.
Or like you at the super speedways, wrong place, wrong time kind of thing.
I know that feeling.
Yep.
So
20 laps to go.
I'm trying to ask this question without sounding like a jerk. But how did Ron get so many fans? Does he just have connections everywhere? Or?
Man, he's the underdog.
He's come close. Well, he's always racing in these things. You know what I mean?
Well, but he's last season. He's kind of off the lead lap. Now he's been closer and closer to a decent finish, and then the road course he ran really well. And he was saying, "Oh, I'm gonna crash. I shouldn't be out there," and he did a damn good job. Kept it on track. I think he finished the race with only a couple X. So
Andy's a Buick Bash brother.
That is true too.
There are 3 Buicks on the track right now.
One of them's in pit road.
Yeah, well, okay.
Looks like we got something back here by Gary. Eric Kapp trying to get around Gary Freeman. Oh, Ron's a hoot in Discord. If any of you guys are in any of the Discords, you see Ron, definitely you got to talk to one of our favorite Canadians.
Yep, and he just wants some pizza. That's all he wants.
Yep, pizza or coffee. You can bribe him with coffee.
We got to get him some pizza.
Sometimes too much coffee. Man, there's a battle right here.
Or he would tell you, there's no such thing as too much coffee.
What did he say?
I don't know. I've got the chat turned off.
Oh.
What?
Oh, he says not coffee, pizza.
Just pizza. He's listening to the stream.
Yeah, he's listening.
I'm starting to wonder if Kale isn't going to help Dennis get this win and see what happens here in the points. But Eric Kapp's up to 6th.
Eric Kapp's probably gonna
Derek in the wall back
thing.
there. He's off pace just a little bit. But he pulls back out on the Gominator. Nope, he's going to let Tom take the high side. So that's going to put Tom up to 4th. Dennis running first. Man, it's still 16 laps to go. Dennis has led the most points at this point.
Uh-oh.
What do we got?
Gary spinning. Oh, he spun into the pit road.
Hopefully they can clear that for Gary. I told him if he spun on to pit road to let
I don't think he got a black flag based.
Did he
on
get it slowed down in time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see Gary with a black flag either, so
he went ahead and pitted.
at that point I don't blame you.
Oh,
dude, these guys are throwing it down on times. Dennis just threw down a 42.6.
I don't think Nicole is spotting for Dennis, is she?
No, she is running. Her and Justin are running race control for me. So she's running race control, but at the same time, she gets to watch her husband lead this thing. So,
Oh, that's so sweet.
Dennis still leading. The funny thing is Greg can't close it in now. Like he's staying at that consistent distance.
How is Dennis texting nice save Greg?
He did?
I don't know how old. Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I just haven't looked down. He says good save Greg.
Yeah, so Gary's a lap down now. So if we do get another caution, he'll be your lucky dog. JD McHaley back on track.
Who?
You know that other guy from YouTube, the less famous one?
Ah, okay. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
famous.
Scott. Kale is definitely stalking Dennis hard. I'm just waiting to see anything happen at this point. Man, you still don't have a nose cone on that thing. Good God, that's ugly.
My damage is done now.
You can go back out if you want to.
Nah.
Might
just
pick
be
a
a road
position or
block.
two. JD's 53 laps down.
Hey, I can still win.
Let's go back to
got it right
Ron
where you
for a
want 'em.
second. Oh.
I'm actually going to pull it off the track because I don't need to be out here.
He just wanted to pass you for the point.
Was I behind her?
Yes, you were.
Oh no!
Yeah, Scott. Kale's probably stalking, waiting for a slip up. Although it looks like Kale's going to go to the bottom here. He's going to pass him going down into 3. So it's going to put Dennis back to 2nd. Maybe Dennis was kind of waiting too, seeing where Kale was going to be faster at. We'll see if Kale starts to pull away.
Yeah, this car is so broken.
It doesn't look like Kale's really getting away, though.
I guess we'll have to wait and see if Robin gets her position back.
11 laps to go.
I'm just getting reports that a weasel hex has been cast.
Oh, God. Yep, it kind of looks like Dennis's tires may be starting to give up the ghost here. Either that or the setup isn't as good in a draft. It's better as a leader, but Kale's starting to pull away a little bit. He's up 0.32 there at the line. Well, we don't have a weasel here for anybody to throw hexes from. I knew he was looking forward to this one because he had a really good setup last year here that just it carved the bottom. Greg gonna go around Dennis this time. I wonder if those rears are gone. So Greg's gonna go around Dennis here. Dennis is definitely gonna get gapped out of the corner this time. See what the lap times were at. 44.128 with Dennis running a 44.5. So yeah, his tires have definitely fallen off. I figured with the way those guys were running, he might need to cool them down, see if he can't make a late charge. We'll go back here. We got Tom sitting in 4th.
But you gotta
Derek in
also
5th.
consider Dennis is pretty much 2v1 in it there.
Eric sitting in 6th. Ron is in 7th. Gabriel going to be the other side of Damien there in the red, white, and blue car sitting in 8th. Gary Freeman 9th. Aiden's off the track. Damien up to 11th. He only needs about 7 more laps to get in front of Aiden here. They're starting to gap out. Kale's going to pull away some more. We'll watch this battle. Gabriel and Ron battling for 7th right now. Ron just got to keep it clean, keep running his lane. He was asking me for setup tips earlier today, so hopefully he's got what he needs to get the job done. Woohoo! Ron just trying to keep it clean right now. Go back to the front. Oh, Dennis falling off. He's almost a second back from Greg at this point. If they finish here, Eric Kapp's going to be your champion. Dennis needed about 20 cars to show up tonight, or he needed Eric to wreck out, basically. Dennis did all he could with most laps led, and a 0x race so far.
Yeah, it's too bad, man. He sure tried like hell.
Well, I got Gabriel Griffin off track. Trying to get that thing back around. See where Kale's at here. He's coming through 1 and 2 right now. We got 6 laps to go. Yeah, Dennis is falling off hard. His lap times are about half a second off of Greg and Kale. And we got a battle between Derek and Eric. It's kind of funny. Ooh, Derek in the wall. Eric gonna come back on Derek. That is so weird to say. It's kind of a funny thing to say. Back to the front. Dennis dropping way off now. At this point, 5 to go. Mail it home. Put in a solid 3rd place. And end it that way. Ooh, look like Kale got the wall a little bit there almost. Yeah, Spicer always makes the 1.5 miles look real easy. I don't understand it some days, I'll say that. Oh, 4 to go.
This season?
What's that?
I don't think I've seen him in any other race, have I?
Who?
Kale.
Oh, he's been in a bunch of races this season.
Has he? Okay,
Yep.
I can't remember.
Yep. Yeah, Kale's definitely making it look easy right now. Let's do this. We'll hide this. We'll put this up. We'll go to last laps and kind of see what everybody's running right now. Dennis is slowly falling off the pace little by little. Tom running a little bit faster than him. I don't know where that's going to put. Well, Tom's just coming into 1. Dennis is on the exit of 2, so I think he's safe for a P3 here. So I don't think anything to worry about there. Two laps to go at the stripe.
So what's in the future for leagues, or do we know yet?
Oh, this league we're gonna mothball it until October. I don't have anything planned outside of slow car, fast car for a while. So with the NIS happening, I try not to take away from too much there. So
that's a big hit too.
Yeah. Again, if anybody's interested in that, go hit the Discord up. We run that every Sunday night. Slow car is going to kick things off from now on with fast car immediately following. Slow car up to a 1500 iRating and a D 1.0 Fast car will kick off at 1400 with a C 1.0 and higher. So last lap, Kale Spicer continuing to lead, putting more gap on Greg Wellen. Looks like this is Kale's to lose. All he's got to do is make it through 2 more turns and he'll be home free with a win. Kale actually owns his own sim racing garage out of Canada. I don't know if he does school stuff. I know he's talking about putting together some videos, but I haven't heard anything on that. So, all right, Kale Spicer gonna bring it home in first in the last race of the season. Story of the race, though, Eric Kapp gonna be your season 3 champion.
Yay!
Sealing the deal at the last race. I mean, he probably had it locked up the race before, but mathematically Dennis was still in it. So Kale's iRating is 6897. So
yeah, that's gonna be tough to beat.
All right, let's get our results up on screen. See if Kale's gonna go do some donuts or nope, he's gonna park it on. I know what he's doing. He's gonna park it in victory lane right on the front stretch. Oh, Kale did get the wall a little bit. I wish I had $1 for every time I've seen Kale do this. I'd be a millionaire. So solid race to Kale on that one. And there's your champion. We'll see if we can't get a few of these guys in here for an interview. Well, we're going to go ahead and grab the Chrome Toaster himself. Dennis Dailey, 3rd place on the night, man.
Yeah, I came up a little short where I wanted to be, but I can't argue with 3rd.
Dude, I thought you had it. I thought you had something for Kale, and it looked like Kale was kind of holding back there just a little bit.
Yeah, he was doing the whole trying to get me to burn up my tires. I was trying to save him the best I could with him behind me and try to keep the pace at the same time.
Right.
I was hoping once he passed me with 11 to go, I could tuck in behind him and pretty much do the same thing back, get him cooled off, and have a chance with 5 to go. And they just saved a little more than I could out front.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that puts you 2nd place for the championship. I know you needed Eric to have a bad race, and it looked like he got up to 5th there. So,
yeah, we didn't have the car count to give me a chance. I needed 16, and him to finish 16th, and me to get all the bonus points to make it happen.
Well, you got the or you didn't get fastest. You got, I think, most laps led and a 0x race. So, I mean, that's something. But yeah, you just needed the car count, which hopefully for next season we can get the car count up a little bit more.
Yeah, I can't complain with how the car ran. I mean, she was smooth, didn't have to fight it any. I
was gonna say you did your homework for sure. So, but good job on the 3rd place. Good job on 2nd in the season. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go for now, and we're gonna talk to a few more guys here.
Alrighty.
Congrats, bud.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's grab Greg Wellen here. Greg, 2nd place on the night. I was thinking you might have something for Kale. I didn't know if you were saving sitting back behind him and Dennis, or if you just kind of run out of steam on the tires or what.
No, I was definitely saving, and I thought I had something for him, but then Kale every once in a while just hits his zone where he just ain't going to be beat. Like, yeah. I'm going to go back and watch the replay. Or I told him to go back and watch the replay from my cockpit and just watch him. He had the slip angle perfect off of 2. He was just hitting the line perfect off of 4 and sliding right up against the wall. When he gets like that, there's no beating him. It was impressive.
Oh, I know. It's funny because, like, if you watch some of the replays, you can almost tell he's double footing some of his exits, and it's kind of wild and impressive to watch. It's not impressive to watch when he's walking away from you, but
you know what? Sometimes 2nd place ain't that bad. That was one of those where I resigned myself to that, But I mean, I really, really enjoyed that race with Dennis, and I wasn't confident I was going to get 2nd.
You three were throwing down heaters after that last caution up until about 10 to go, and then you could see Dennis starting to fall off on the tires, and then Cale starts kind of walking, and I'm like, uh-oh, this isn't good.
I mean, at least it was a heck of a race, you know? It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, to have you guys that close for that long. I mean, it was pretty much the whole race. You guys were together all race, so.
It was just that last run.
Yeah, for sure. So, well, congrats on second on the night. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Obviously, got to give a shout out to my family. My son's watching in the other room, and my fiance's disappointed downstairs because I got beat by Cale again, and she had to watch it. So I'm sure I'll hear it here in a little bit.
I wish I had $1 for every time I got beat by Cale.
We'd have a lot of dollars.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd probably be a millionaire at this point. So, well, good run tonight, Craig. And then, like I said, this next season, we're probably going to start it up in October again. So that way we kind of gap things out with summer and everything. So, but I'll put up announcements and all that.
Car?
It'd be the same car, a little bit different schedule. So think second half of the 87 season.
Okay.
So,
no, look, I really appreciate you guys putting this on, and this has been a lot of fun. Even with the open setups, it's been a lot of fun. So thank you very much.
Well, we kind of came up with the idea because nobody had an open setup for the 87s, and it just kind of stemmed from that. So glad you made it out. Hopefully we can see you again next season, and we're gonna try and get the car count up, I think, a little bit more for next season too. So
yeah, that'd be nice. Well, you're picking after the summer going into winter, so there should be more people coming around, but I'll definitely put the word out like always.
Yep, sounds like a plan. All right, buddy. Well, we'll let you go, and congrats on second tonight.
10-4. See ya.
All righty, let's grab your winner. Cale Spicer, that was awesome to watch. The three-way battle you guys all had tonight.
Yeah, it was a heck of a battle up front. That's fun.
I think that's the first time I have seen somebody really kind of push you almost to the end of the race, and then I saw Dennis's tires drop off. I said, uh-oh, this is the end.
Yeah, that's the name of the game here. That was not by accident. All strategy there.
I kind of figured.
Full of a bunch of chocolate starfish, and you put them in the hot dog flavored water and just let them rip.
I like it. Yeah, I mean, heck, you're almost up a full second on Greg there, and I was just talking to him, and I said, I thought, maybe Greg was saving sitting behind you guys, and he goes, I thought I saved too, and then he said, you just hit the zone and we're gone.
Yeah, I blacked out there. It's go time.
You hit alien mode and just forgot about it.
Something like that, yeah.
All right, fair enough. All right, well, congrats on the win tonight. I know I was just telling Greg this, we're going to fire this thing back up in October, so we kind of give the summer months a little bit of a layoff until we get to the WNIS stuff. So we'll have the second half of the 87 season starting in October, so hope to see you back for that one too.
Hell yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So,
thanks for putting these on.
Thank you for showing up, and congrats on the win tonight, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, that was your winner. We're going to go ahead and grab your champion, Eric Kapp, Season 3 champion, man.
Consistency is all I can say.
Well, and you showed up to every one of them. So definitely a good run all season. So congrats on the championship. The question is in October, can you back it up and go back to back?
I mean, if Cale was here all the races, he would have got it.
Oh.
He was just more dominant.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But, I mean, like I said, you showed up to every one of them. You stayed consistent. I don't think you really had many X's all season either, so.
No. I think the track I had the most X's at was Martinsville.
Yeah, and that's pretty typical there, so.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you ran a solid, clean race today. Watched you get, I seen where you were battling with Gary and Tom, and I think even Ron at one point. I think it was Gary got a little sideways, or somebody got a little sideways in front of you, and you cleared them pretty good. And I was wondering if you were going to wind up with an X there, but taking all the bonus points that you could today and locking the championship up. So, I mean, I know Dennis needed a little more cars to pull it off today, but overall, I'd say as a season, you did pretty damn well.
Yeah.
So, well, congrats, buddy, on the championship. We're gonna fire this thing back up in October, so you got a few months to start building setups and get ready to try to defend that title for next season.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, congrats, bud. We'll let you go, and I'm gonna get this thing wrapped myself.
All right. See ya.
Your champion, Eric Kapp, everybody. So, you know, I got to give a shout out to every one of the guys that showed up all season, even if you only showed up for a few. Thank you, everybody, for showing up to this. This was something that was kind of a brainchild after I started getting into iRacing. It's like, why don't we have an open setup 87s league? And this is what came of it. So we're going to mothball this. I am going to be back streaming normal races on either Monday or Tuesday night. I got to get with Robin, see what works the best. So we'll be back to normal racing again. You'll see my ugly mug actually driving a car every so often. We've got, I probably will stream tomorrow night just because it is my league race. I'll do that. Try to drum up some interest in that. See if we can't get guys in. If anybody's interested in the Gen 6 League, it's $10 sign up right now, and we're working on a setup to get people into the points since car count's a little low. So if you're interested, shoot me a DM. We'll get you in, and I can get all the details to you. But on that note, everybody have a great night. Have a good Wednesday morning. Again, congrats to Eric Kapp on his championship, and we will catch all of you guys tomorrow night.